Hi guys, it's Lewis again from the NetWeather Forum. I'm just going to do a quick update with regards to snow potential today, well, more especially tonight into the hours of tomorrow morning. There's a lot of uncertainty still with regards to which areas will see the snowfall. The precipitation that's passed over the region this morning during the early hours and over into the afternoon does give us a pretty rough indication of whereabouts the likely areas will see whereabouts the areas will see snow. As it stands, there's going to be a quick warm up from the south-southwest. Already you can see here the upper 850s are very well, a lot milder at the moment. Generally -3 to -2 upper 850s. And this is the sea level pressure chart here. Dew points at 9 o'clock this morning were supposed to be around 0 to -1. Yep, that was spot on. That was as you go through again, 12:0 dinner time, 12 o'clock. Dew points at 1 degrees. That's right. If I look at what my station's showing now, dew point 0.4, so it's starting to drop again. The temperature's dropped to 2.3 from a high of 3 degrees earlier. And as we go through into this evening, it's pretty much staying around the same, 0 in the odd pocket around some areas, and generally 1 degree across most of the region. What I'm going to do real quickly as well is I'm going to go on to the max temperature. I'll go on to the general temperature here, that chart. I'm just going to flick through again. As you can see, dinner time, it's showing a temperature of 3 degrees, 2 degrees for some areas. So compared to the 0 run this morning, it has upgraded downgraded in terms of making the temperatures much higher on the charts, because the 12:0 yesterday was showing 0 to +1 at the max throughout today. So as you can see, it has changed. Now, the most important thing, temperature-wise, when the precipitation hits tonight, as we go through to 6 o'clock to this evening, generally temperatures are 1 degree above freezing across all of the region. Obviously, depending on the strength of the wind for eastern areas, until it dies off later, temperatures won't drop that low at all. Probably, I think it'll average out before the rain hits here. Probably looking at about 1.4 to 1.5 degrees, maybe 1.2, before rising again quite quickly. 11 o'clock tonight. This is when the precipitation starts to come in around about 12 midnight, 1 in the morning. As you can see there, dew point stay at 1 degrees, temperature generally 1 degrees as well. So there's not much, but looking at the models, there's not going to be an exact rise in temperature, but obviously that probably will be the case. Models will not output any mixing, etc. So obviously there's going to be some warmer air. Someone just posted from North Wales and said it's 7 degrees, so I mean that sums it up. I mean that's only over the Pennines. So I'm just going to look on the cloud cover as well, because this is quite a huge factor as well with the temperatures. As you can see, we've got a lot of cloud cover starting at 1. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon. I'll keep flicking through. Cloud cover's pretty thick, quite dense throughout. That's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock tonight. So you can clearly see there's not going to be any clearing skies, which means temperatures won't be able to drop as of late, and we'll know where we call it with a max temperature of 1 and probably a minimum temperature of about 0.5 degrees for these parts, for East Yorkshire, North Lincolnshire. It might be a little bit colder further inland you go, getting down to probably about around freezing before the precipitation comes in. Precipitation type, now we've got 1 o'clock showing the precipitation hitting the region. Initially it's going to be as a mixture, as you can see here, freezing rain, possibly wet snow, rain, etc. And then it gets pretty heavy. So I mean that's there showing snow for me. Now personally it won't be snow. I cannot see it snowing at all. It's going to be too marginal. I mean, someone posted earlier, Harsh Climate, he did a quick post. I'll just show him what the 0 degree isotherm is. he posted the 850 charts there. Well, that's not the 0 degree isotherm. Let me just find the chart now. Here's the 0 degree isotherm. So it basically means I'll just flip back through. I'll go to 2 o'clock now. As you can see there, generally across most of the region, western parts, North Yorkshire, West Yorkshire into South Yorkshire, your 0 degree isotherm is generally 400 to 500, possibly 600 metres. So basically it means that at that level is the point of where the air is at zero, is at freezing. So below that level it's obviously much warmer, so you mix in, so you probably get your surface temperatures. You got a boundary, you see. Anything above that will be freezing, below that to the surface is what generally your surface temperature will be. As I go throughout the day, you can see it becomes a lot more marginal with any precipitation about. You're getting heights of about 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 pushing in. Generally about 500-600 again. Maybe some pockets of 300, 400 metres, 0 degree isotherm in there. Now the most important thing later on tonight in the early hours is when the precipitation pushes through. Now we also could see at 1 o'clock that the precipitation tomorrow morning will be about here. It'll just be hitting our region. Now on this chart, I'll just come off that a second so it shows this a bit larger. On this chart here you can clearly see that the 0 degree isotherm is going to be okay-ish for heavy precipitation for western parts and some parts of South Yorkshire, although to low ground it's going to be very wet snow, and it's going to be mainly a mixture. As the precipitation gets heavier and pushes through, as you can clearly see here, it's just too marginal for most places. I mean, generally speaking, you want 200 to 300 metres high 0 degree isotherm. With obviously surface temperatures not expected to get that low, generally hovering above, just above, at around or above freezing, or 1 plus 1 degree plus 2 degrees, you're going to get quite a melt from the boundary of where it's 0 degrees to the surface. So you're going to get literally, in this case, it'll probably be wet snow, and by the time it hits the ground, it'll probably turn into just to wetness basically. So as I keep going through, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock. Now let's see where the precipitation is now on that one, and you'll see what I mean. It doesn't want to do it. Always has a knack of not wanting to load the precipitation rate. There we go. As you can see, just as it starts to become a little bit better, the precipitation's already pushed through. So generally speaking, I'd say parts of South Yorkshire could become marginal as well now. It was not the case earlier on. West Yorkshire, unless you've got some altitude, you won't do too brilliantly. Mainly wet snow. Accumulation wise, you're looking at about 3 to 4 centimetres of snow, possibly more on higher ground, with a mixture of rain, sleet and wet snow to lower ground. This is obviously based on the 06-0 run on the NMM model. I'm just trying to show you something else as well. What else can I show you? As you can see as well, we'll still get a southeasterly wind, so there's going to be a little bit of modification coming off for some areas, especially eastern coastal counties, and the temperatures will start rising as well as we'll go through into the early hours. I'll just confirm that. There we go. You can see here 3 degrees, that 2 degree line pushing through. So that generally should now start to warm up. There we go. 2, 3. So as you can see, it's going to be very marginal. I honestly wouldn't expect much in the way of snow. It could change, of course. Some people could be lucky, but there's a lot of factors against us at the moment, in particular dew points and also the 0 degree isotherm. But parts of upland West Yorkshire and North Yorkshire, generally 250-300 metres, should see some pretty heavy snowfall, and it should accumulate pretty well, as it will be less marginal for them areas. I hope you will get what you want, and hope you will have a good Christmas. I'll do another forecast maybe after the 12-0 if there's any changes in the charts. Regards, Lewis.